Aquaba. Welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony. This is my wife Ayo. We're documenting our move from Ghana, from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return. I did that on purpose.
And in this, you're not going back. In this video, we are live and talking about getting it right in Ghana.
I can't even get our intro right. Gee.
So let's get this video started.
Busting me out for messing up.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, y'all.
I suppose we should wish people a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy. They stole some people land day.
I don't think that's what they call it. Happy Free Black Friday Day. No, that was
Yeah.
yesterday. Happy Black Friday. We should celebrate
Yeah,
Black
happy Black Friday. They celebrate Black Friday here, so we're excited about
which is
shopping.
So weird that they have Black Friday here because there's no Thanksgiving to put the Friday after something.
Right.
Anyway,
it's kind of weird.
It's a little bit weird. So we're doing something a little bit different today.
So, yeah, what are we doing different today?
We are talking about some, well, maybe like kind of like a who are we kind of moment.
Who are you?
Who are we?
I know who I am. I'm upset I gotta wait till 11 o'clock, an hour later. This y'all with this daylight savings time. What are y'all saving the daylight for? Just spend it. That's not how it goes.
That is not how it goes. Oh. I know it is a little. I literally thought at 10 o'clock I was like, oh my gosh, we're late. Oh my gosh, and you came in and you're like,
what you have an hour? An hour.
Daylight savings.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
because we have to. We're already 5 hours ahead of you.
Now we're 6.
Yeah, and
Central,
it messes up. Like Friday nights. I want to go out on Friday night and go kick it. It's Friday night in Pembroke. Passion's got the live band.
I'm so sorry.
Now having to start at 11, I can't.
Just mess you. I mean, I'm telling you, it just messes you up. It's the whole vibe up. How long is daylight savings? Just a few weeks, though, right?
Like a couple months. You gotta wait till.
Okay, well there you go.
Go back to 10 o'clock. So we might start doing these lives at.
Stop. It could be like 10 o'clock in the morning and stuff. Anyway,
hey y'all, glad y'all can hang out with us tonight.
We are doing something a little bit differently tonight. We've had some folks who like to jump into comments or take snippets of our videos and turn them into other things, which, you can do. But then it's always a good reminder as to who we are.
Yeah.
And kind of how we got here and the history of our story so that you understand our perspective and why we think what we think and do what we do. So that's what we're going to do.
A little bit of it.
A little bit of it?
Just a little bit.
So Tony, tell me about yourself. It's like our first date all over again. I look just the same as I did then, don't I?
No. You're even more beautiful.
Oh, good cover. Good cover. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So tell me about yourself, dear.
Well, I'm Tony. I'm a Taurus. No. I don't know. Why don't you start?
Well, for starters, my father was Ghanaian and Nigerian. So
where was his mother born?
His mother was born in Ghana. His father was born in Nigeria. And so that is why I have that duality here. I'm a Ghanaian in Ghana with a Nigerian name. I think people get confused by that sometimes.
Crazy. Hey, why do you call yourself an expat, though? Like, because, like, technically, like you're not really, right?
I mean, you can only become a citizen in Ghana.
But
4 ways, right?
But it's like
technically I'm a citizen here. Does that make me not an expat?
No, it's like you're like Ghanaian by blood, though. You're like direct, stamp on your forehead Ghanaian, so you're technically not an expat.
That's true. I should stop calling myself that.
Yeah, you're like all the other people our age who left
and
came back.
So what should I label myself as? A dual citizen? A citizen of the world. What's the right name for that
I don't know.
Because I wasn't technically born here.
Nope.
So it's not like I left and came back. Not technically a repat. Interesting. I'll have to drop in the comments what you think my formal label should be.
Me, huh? I'm just took a DNA test, man. You got some banana blood in you, man. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was a little bit disappointed in that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I thought I had more or something.
No, I was like, how did I end up marrying a Ghanaian guy? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
My dad made that happen, didn't he?
Yeah, your dad willed that.
My dad used to like to try to set me up with Africans.
Remember that? What's that comedian? I ain't gonna say his name because I'm gonna beat him up if I see him.
I know. I took him to a comedy show, my dad to a comedy show in New York City. And I took him to see someone who had some African humor. And my dad literally was the loudest laugher through the entire show. I was a little bit embarrassed because he was just
I could just
so
imagine.
loud, clapping, and he would stand up and clap and be like, oh my gosh. After the show, he made us go stand at the back door so we could tell the comedian how good he did, how well he performed. And then my dad tried to set us up right there at the backstage door, telling this guy that he should marry me.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, I mean,
Thankfully.
yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just saying. Still out there.
There's stuff I gotta deal with.
My sister actually, just this past week, went to go see him do a set.
Really?
Yeah, she said she thought it was hilarious, and she thought it pop. Obviously,
He's still funny.
he's still funny,
Yeah, I'm gonna knock that
and he's
funny
still kind of
smile.
good looking.
I'll knock that funny smile off his face, and that's not over these parts.
Anyway, now that we're done with that story, so
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah,
so then to find out that you have so much African in you,
Yeah.
it's like,
So that would explain the shirt. Then my name is not a brony.
technically you're a brony.
Yeah.
They don't look at you and say "oh brony" though.
No. They look at you like he went to America, got a American wife, and came back.
So for those of you who don't know, a brony means foreigner. Although, kind of locally, sometimes people will say "oh brony" to mean like white person, or I mean, mostly it's just foreigner. That's really what
foreigner.
the word means.
Right.
So yeah, they think that you are Ghanaian. You went to America and you brought back your American wife, your trophy wife, and I'm like, no, I brought back my trophy husband. Ta-da.
Anyway.
So yeah, you like this shirt?
I do. I like the shirt.
Thanks.
My name is not a brony.
I like your shirt.
Yeah.
You got to pull it up a little bit.
I gotta step back and let you all take a dib at my shirt here. Make Fufu, not war. At these times, I think we ought to have a reminder to just take a pause and everybody calm down and let's just pound out some Fufu.
It's a good way to get out aggression. Have you ever tried to do the pounding?
Why would I do that? There's people who.
That is a workout, y'all.
And you see them, they be pounding, they be going fast. You got to move your hand before the thing come down.
We should try it one time as like a trust exercise as spouses. Exercise.
No, we should not.
Like, do you trust me to pound the fufu and you to flip it?
No, I do not.
Oh, what? Do you trust that if you had the pounder, you would not injure me?
No, purpose? I do not. Anyway.
Okay, so there we go. That's how the pounding of the fufu is.
Not war.
Fufu, not war. Let's jump into the comments and say hello to some folks.
Yeah.
Hey, Jed. How are you
what's
doing?
up, man? When are you gonna make it this way?
Glad you're here with us. We've got Dom. Made it on time from Kansas City. Hey.
Ooh, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Checking
cold.
in.
Sounds cold.
Ibra.
Good to see you. Antonio.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving weekend to you too, sir.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Hi, y'all.
The color on your video is a little light. Are we too light?
Are we too light?
Listen, we have like 75 lights on
this
right
now.
Do we
need to turn this down?
Should we turn it down? Let's see if I can turn it down. You ready? I'm going to turn it down. If I can figure out how to turn it down. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Oh, that was good.
That one's good. Here.
Good. Tap that one. You got to hold that one down.
I think that's
Oh.
it. I can actually see a little better now. So
Oh wow, yeah. Look at that.
we're good.
Give me some more over here though. That one.
You more?
This
Want some more?
Yep, right there. That's cool.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
I think it did it both.
It's good. Hey, Bridget.
How does that work? Hey, Bridget, Miss Butler, how are you?
Good to see you.
Miss Bridget, she stayed up till
Mama
late.
D. Malachi, I know.
Hey,
right?
hey, all right, Mama D. Malachi,
Yeah,
all right.
y'all need to go to bed. What are you doing?
I know, yeah, they up all late. Those some people from community. Where they at? Community 25.
Yeah.
And then what were they out there by Cape Coast or something out that way?
Towards Cape Coast.
Oh, they're partying, so I see y'all up here late. Okay.
He said, "Yep, the light was very strong." There, we fixed the light.
Yeah.
Dom says they've been trying to get rid of daylight savings time.
Yeah.
But what if they get rid of it? Are we stuck on 6 hours or 5 hours ahead?
5.
Stuck at 5. Yeah, I want to be stuck at 5.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
They had to set the alarm.
Oh, is that right?
We got some folks here from Takarati. Y'all are up to
Takarati. All right. Hey, I'm enjoying it though. I mean, that just goes to show you that our reach is all around Ghana. It's all our people are just spread out. We're not just here in one little pocket. Everybody's all over. I love it.
Kwame says you are Ghanaian American.
You're Ghanaian American. That's a good one. Yep.
Okay. All right. Ghanaian American.
Yeah.
Then I always feel bad. Like I'm a quarter Nigerian.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
Technically, right? So it's like I always feel weird when you have to do this all because, yeah. Anyway, Tony, you are an African born in the U.S.
Yes. Everybody tells me, "Welcome home, my American brother." So they let me know this your home, even though you American. Hey, everybody says the same thing. American brother.
You're American. Hi.
I know.
From Cali.
Hello. Finally caught a life. After 3 years, now you just gonna finally jump in one, huh? Well, glad to have you.
We've got a lot of highs from Floyd. So Floyd, hello. Africans born in the snakes. I bet they meant states.
Well, no, I'm sure he meant snakes because there's 50 snakes over there.
Antonio says if he gets married to his wife, does that mean he is a citizen of Ghana? Antonio, if your wife is a Ghanaian citizen, you can become a Ghanaian citizen, but it is a long process.
It's a long process. They were like, that dude just want that green passport.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
I'm not gonna lie, the Ghana passport is like
it's a good passport, actually. I mean, there's some other people in other African countries who
come here, go to America,
trying to get that.
Mm-hmm.
They come.
I don't think we don't know who you are. Y'all people, we know.
Cynthia says it's her first live show.
Hey, Cynthia, after 3 years, you finally. I'm messing with people today. I don't have anything else to do.
They're the worst. Hey, Brian, how are you? Good to see you. Mama D wants to know why I need to.
They're from Go Orange. What?
I don't know. Is there a game? Go Orange?
The Coos.
The Orange.
Go Orange. That Orange. Syracuse. Go Orange from the Q. Syracuse. Orange. Hey, took me a while there, man. I am so out of sports.
It's crazy how out of sports we've gotten.
I know.
Like sometimes when I hear American sports now, I'm like, oh, what season is it? Like I don't even know what the.
Yes, I like this. We don't need to be labeled. We're just people.
We're
just people here.
Labeled.
Yeah, we're just people here. I love that.
Mo says blessings to us both.
Yes.
Brian says we have his and hers trophies.
Yeah,
it's
a great marriage.
Oh.
Stuff when you be trying to kill me. And
I mean, I
wake up with a pillow over my face. Well, bro.
You're lucky you woke up. Must not be doing it right. I can't read it so small. Will you read this one for me? The writing on the.
I can get down with that make Fufu. Not why I hear you down. You just didn't gloss over the fact this woman just admitted on like to the world, she be trying to kill me. You're just gonna gloss
Trump
over that though, Dom.
admits to crimes every day and nothing
I'm
happens.
not married to
So
Trump.
I'm just
I could
saying.
give about what
Let's
Trump
say
do.
it's Janelle. Hello.
Yeah.
Good to see you from
Hey, from
Texas.
Texas. All right, my Texas peeps representing. Hey, how are you?
Pretty. How are you? Got someone here from Georgia.
Oh, gee.
Somebody says turn it down one more. We're still too bright.
Oh, it's still too bright.
Really?
Really? That's on your side. I think you're just. And we didn't set up properly today. We're too.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work. How about some light soup instead of war?
Yeah, some fish.
I don't do fufu. Canadian food all around is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I hear that. Hey, Nathaniel, appreciate
Nathaniel,
that.
appreciate that.
We're looking to see Nathaniel. I think next year sometime in like April or
You burn the jollof?
I don't know.
You know, some people like the jollof a little bit burnt. They like to eat the burnt part of the jollof. So you should try it and see
Not me.
if you like it.
I like it on top.
It can be a tasty thing, is what I'm saying.
Well, hey, Nathaniel, you can get burnt jollof wherever she goes to get that, or you can get the good jollof where I go, where they don't have the burnt stuff.
All right.
When you get here, sir.
Tim says he's glad he made it. Hello from
Bermuda. Wow.
Nathan, thank you very much. Thanks for that super chat. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Folks finally got alive.
Most fans. Everybody finally getting alive. Have you got
Kwame.
your GH card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Meant.
I told you meant snakes. It was the triple
Snakes.
K. Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's a new one, America. The United Snakes of America. That's a good one.
All right.
Anyway, love your t-shirt. Thank you. Did it. Sean. Hey, Sean, what's happening, man? All right, my brother was just here. Shout out to Sean and
Uh-oh.
your wife's name is. We were just talking about you 2 days ago at Magumbo too, Sean. That's why I feel bad. What is your wife's name?
He says he's missing Ghana and ready to come back.
Oh, I hear you. Anytime, man. They were just. I'm gonna bust Sean out. Sean came out with me to one of my local places in Community 9 that I hang out at, and we got him some local drinks set in front of him, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do what they do." So, we took some, he took some, he was cool with it. But they were just like, "Oh yeah, we just want to see, how the American dude would do with the local bitters." So turned out Sean liked it, took a bottle home with him. It was so good. That's the ATM and the Achamoda that we drink here. So yeah, I just had to bust you out, Sean. They were talking about how you took it like a champ, and you're welcome to Community 9 anytime, my man.
And there you go with that one, huh?
Yeah. Hey, we be having fun. People come hang out at the lodge with us. You become my cousin by association, coming to stay at the lodge with us, and then you can go hang out with me personally. Just come stay at the lodge. I'm telling you, we'll be having fun.
A little bit too much fun. I know it is a little bit too much fun.
Too much fun is when I call you like, "Yo, can you come get me out of the jail?"
That only happened once. Anyway.
Wrong dude. I ain't calling you come get me out of jail. You ain't holding that one over my head.
Tom says, while you guys are looking, want to do a couple of day trips when they visit at the end of January into February. Are you guys not doing the Doty Island day trip anymore? The Doty Island trip is a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to schedule that, like, because like the drive to
Can
get
be
there.
real hit or miss.
Yeah, and like they try to leave at a certain time, and it's like really you're under pressure trying to get there, and the drive is like she said, hit or miss.
There was one time we went and we were so early. Like so early. We like took pictures and then we went, we had breakfast.
It started at 9. We get there like 8:30. And then like no it didn't pull off
the
until
gate
11.
wasn't even open. Remember, we had to sit
it was like the first one
waiting
there.
outside.
Like,
we're like, well,
is
that's
this the right place?
right.
He said that's the boat right there, but
and then the next time we were like, well, we won't get there so early. We'll get there at like 10 because we got there and they didn't leave anywhere close on time. And they were literally calling us, like, where
Like,
are
where
you?
y'all
What's
at? Like, we
happening?
ready to go. I'm like, yo. So,
It's
yeah,
sometimes it
Dodie
is.
Island was,
But it's a good trip.
holler at me, man. Just holler at
It's a
me.
good trip. How can they get a
Email me
hold of
at
you?
hello@expatlifeghana.com. So,
Thank you.
yeah, just let me know when you come in. We'll try to work that out for you, Dom. And thank you for the what do you call those stickers?
Super chats.
Super chats. Yeah.
Lena says, hi from the States. They will be here in February. Would like to look at some land.
Okay.
There's plenty.
Yeah.
Greetings from California.
Yeah. We got people hook you up with looking at land.
Nathaniel says April 5th.
April 5th. April 5th, you're coming. Okay.
They set the alarm to make sure they say, oh, that's good.
Okay. We appreciate that, guys.
We've got read the letter. Oh, we're gonna come to that one. You're skipping a story.
Yeah. Everything in due time there.
Dom says no worries. Cape Coast, Elmina, Aburi, the mountains, and the waterfall. It is. That's a.
Hey, man.
You're
That's
good.
a tour.
Like that's good.
Sure, we love to do that. Just hello@expatlifeghana.com.
That's actually a really good. That's a good set of day trips.
Mm-hmm.
Would you change anything? Would you do Shy Hills instead of mountains?
Instead of a route?
No, we said and mountains and waterfalls. But I would say instead at the mountains. I would say Elmina, yeah, like Cape Coast, Elmina, Aburi, Shy Hills, waterfalls. That would be what I would do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're glad to see you coming. 23andMe says they're 94% African.
Carolinian, Ghanaian, and a lot from Oklahoma.
Do you know what I think is really weird is that people assume that if you're African, you're dark skinned.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just
and there are so many.
Yeah. I mean, you have to remember, like, Africa includes Egypt all the way down to South Africa. There's a lot of color variation in there.
Yes, there is.
So, girl, you can be 94% and still be a little on the lighter side.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, we have had a lot of people jump into comments. I still feel like we need to do a little bit more of an introduction to ourselves. That way people understand our perspective when we're talking on the channel.
Somebody's asking about a coach business they can recommend.
Oh, this one? Any coach businesses you can recommend?
Yes. hello@expatlifeghana.com. Miss Lena, hit me up. We have a transport business, so
there you go.
we can move you.
Tim Black says, don't forget to hit the like button if you are here. Thank you. We appreciate that. Do that. That'd be awesome. So what other information do you think people need to know so that they know we're legit? I think this is always really interesting because when we were starting out with planning to make our visit and make our moves, I kind of hit the YouTube, right? Did a little bit of searching because I wanted to see if I could find information about what it was like. And I found it really difficult to get good info. Like it felt like people had random agendas, right? Where they would be like, Ghana is like a 5-star hotel everywhere you go. Just come and live that life.
And I was like, yo, you ever been to Community 8?
You can live that life.
But that's, it's not,
it's
it's hard to, it is, I shouldn't say it's hard to do here because people with money do it all the time. But if you ain't got money, it's hard to do.
And then there were others that were putting out stuff that
very negative.
Ghana's so like violent and scary, or just crazy stuff.
What? And I was like, that's not the Ghana I know.
Yeah. So that felt like it was hard to get good information.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of why we started this channel.
Yeah, and I think just being who we are, we want to make sure we get it right. We don't, because then you had them people like, oh, they said this. What's the guy's name? The guy doing the interview with Chicago, Leon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy we did an interview, Chicago interviewer guy. What's his name? I cannot remember this.
Well, I think it's just continue on.
Well,
Move
he
past.
he made the comment that he was trying to get here earlier in around Labor Day or something like that, and he was supposed to leave out on Monday, and his passport with the visa was on a truck, and it got to town on Saturday, but because he didn't get the proper expedition on his on the mailing or whatever,
Hmm.
he didn't. He had to miss the trip because he didn't get his passport. He's like, all I could think of was, you said, don't wait 30 days to try to get it, and so credibility when you tell people something, you wanna know you're giving out good information, and that's important to give out good information. I don't know where I was going with that,
No, I
but
mean,
anyway,
but that's I think that's what the takeaway here is that when we talk to everyone, we're talking from a position of our experience, right? And our experience is not everyone's experience.
right,
But what we want to do is bring you the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, so that when you come, you understand
yeah,
what it's going to be like and have really good expectations.
and it's like our view, our opinion. It's everything that we see, so it's legit. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't like. I don't consider myself like a content creator or a YouTuber or one of those things. I got a
I
traveling
love
tour company.
I love how you say it, like one of those things. We're
I,
here.
this is just part of the business for me. This isn't like this is PR. This isn't
Is
like
it?
well, for me, I guess. I
I
don't
mean, it's not. We started and we were just talking, and we
know.
continue to do. You know what I think is actually a good tell is that we have had interviews with
Yeah, BBC,
BBC, Washington Post,
Houston Chronicle.
African News. What was that news program in the morning? I don't even remember. NPR. We've
Oh
been on
yeah,
Houston
the
Public
Black
Radio,
News Network,
Black News Network.
the Roadrunner,
Yes,
Al Jazeera.
we've been on Al
I
Jazeera. Even
mean,
we've
we
been.
we
Why have we been on
we
so many? I've
we
never listed them
we've
before.
done a. Can we say that we did that?
We should say that somewhere because it.
We
Yeah.
we can only
No, we. Oh, that the last thing. Can't talk about the last thing. Can't talk about the last thing. But you can say all the other things. But we should list those somewhere
we
because
can't
that's like a credibility thing.
we can't say that we did it.
No,
Oh,
I don't think we can. No, I don't think we can.
we did this thing here. It was really big, and we can't really talk about it. But it was like it's a big international thing that we did.
That
So
was
we
like
have to be credible. We have to give out good information because,
we're still under contract.
yeah, um, yeah, because we have to. So we try. If you're hearing something from us, it's you can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
That check
Well,
is
and
good.
and it's funny too because we've had a couple of instances where we've voiced our opinions
Mhm.
and we've given our take on other people's thoughts, and we've gotten some interesting mail from that. We've gotten down a takedown and a cease and desist. Those are
Yeah,
always
we don't do
fun.
those. Yeah, we don't do
Yeah,
those. Legally, we're pretty versed.
we try to keep it on the up and up.
Yeah, so
Try to keep it on the
yeah,
up
we,
and up.
we don't take videos down. Actually,
Yeah.
what was that? Who some people?
Oh no, we're not even gonna talk about it.
FedEx. Actually, we don't take videos down.
I just said don't talk about your name dropping. Anyway, the point is this: is we really do try to bring you factual information and how we really see it, coming from the perspective of two different types of Black people coming here. Because I don't
Yeah,
think
because
that
we
we're
had totally different experiences in the States. She had a African American experience. I had the Black experience. I had the 40 acres of mule didn't mean nothing to us because we didn't get none of that. But I think Pop says it very differently, or eloquently, I should say, in how we're different. And you came over in a plane, we came over in a boat.
very different experience.
Very different experience.
When I
So,
used to say that when I was younger, I didn't understand the context of what that meant.
mhm.
Like we came over in a plane, they came over in a boat. It's not the same. I'd be like, okay, and I'd go away. But really, thinking about it, it really does change the perspective. And
Yeah,
so you'll talk about your experience Black in America, and it's nothing like my experience.
I know. Yeah, you went to UW and
But here's the other part of that is that when we say that,
uh-huh,
I think people assume that I'm speaking from a place of wealth and privilege
privilege. Yeah,
and that I'm talking about your Black experience as though you're coming from a place of, I don't know, poverty and
yeah,
like an underprivilege.
yeah. And it's
And
really weird because
it's opposite.
yeah, growing up, like we were a privileged family who just happened to live in a hood, and it was weird because we had a lot of benefits and things that kids around in the neighborhood didn't have, and I grew up in a household where there were like 5 encyclopedia sets in the house. Yeah, in like the 70s and 80s, it was crazy.
Would
Um,
you your mama never met a encyclopedia salesman she didn't like?
hey,
Wow.
yeah,
We had an encyclopedia set, but I didn't get it till I was in like 8th grade.
oh no, yeah. My dad, he did very well for himself as a private businessman who held down a full-time job while he's running his businesses.
Wow.
So we were very privileged growing up, and knowing, the things that money could get you, it the one thing money couldn't get you was, hey, you still a black man in America. So
Ooh.
um
And
it it was different, like hearing some of the things that, like, growing up you saw and things happening, like, dang, you didn't know. And then even like your first experience, like when we got pulled over that time, you're like, damn, that was a first. I was like,
okay, so we're gonna have
yeah,
to
you're
tell that
30
story because
years
people.
old, and that was the first time you got pulled over driving while
Okay,
black.
but so
Ooh,
so here's the other part of that is like you grew up wealthy in the hood. We were in the hood because we was po, like we was po.
yeah,
My dad was an immigrant coming into America, having to make his way, and he came with like $4 in his pocket. It's a story of of a lot of financial challenge in the
yeah.
beginning. So it's like, we joke that we we lived not far from each other when
Right,
we were young,
right, right.
but like your life and my life, those are very far apart.
Yeah. And let me tell you, we grew up in the hood because of the city I grew up in and the state, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Segregated, very segregated. Most segregated city in the state, most segregated
State in the
state and
nation.
nation. So we didn't have a lot of options of where you can go. So that's why we couldn't
Yeah.
venture out back then.
Well, I always think it's interesting that people assume
Yeah.
one kind of thing,
Right, right. And it's like,
and it's very much not. But the other part of
mhm,
that, which I always go back to, is that your experience as a Black American, just and how you were taught to stand in your Blackness
mhm.
growing up, was just so different from my like how I was taught to be Black
Oh yeah.
in America. Like to us, like we were not we were African. Like we were just
Yeah,
African,
yeah, they
right?
were,
So
yeah.
so
So you
we
want to tell the story about the
yeah, I will, but I just want to kind of give the wrap that's like we walked into rooms like we were supposed to be there.
I
We
walked into
always
a room, I was like, yo, they ain't gonna try to kick us out, are they?
we were always
It
supposed to
was
be there.
good.
Nathaniel, thank you very much. I'm glad that the goat light soup is next.
Yeah.
Good luck. Uh, but yeah, I always was taught walk in proud. Like you're there. You're supposed to be there. Any room that you're in is the room you're supposed to be in. So when we were traveling
Hmm.
after we had been dating for a little bit, we were
We were married
driving.
at that
Were
time.
we
Yeah, we were
married? Oh
married.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah, we
were.
were
We
married.
were.
Yeah, we were driving
So we were together for a long time at that point.
for a while at least. Yeah,
I was definitely in my 30s.
yeah. So we were driving through Southern Illinois, something like that.
We were on our way from Wisconsin to Texas.
Yep, Southern Illinois, and
Right around this time of year, actually. Wasn't it?
went into a gas station to fill up late at night, and there was a police officer doing security inside the store. And when I was coming into the store, I saw him on this radio, and I didn't pay it any attention. But when I went into the bathroom and came out, I saw a police car drive by the store. So I said, "Huh, okay, there's a police car out there somewhere."
I didn't see a police car.
So we get outside, finish gashing up, whatever, and you were driving.
You were driving when we came in.
Yeah, okay. I was driving.
And we were switching because
we're-
it was a shift switch. Yep.
And I said to you, did you see where that cop car went? You're like, what cop car? And I was like,
I didn't see a cop. I mean, was there a cop? I didn't see anything.
So you drive out, get on the road.
Let me clarify how I drove out. I left the gas station onto a gravel road, and the gravel road
led to
onto
the main street.
Main street, right onto the on-ramp. So it was just like a little whoop-a-doop. No traffic lights, no stop signs, no.
Yeah, no nothing. So right when we get on the entrance ramp to the freeway, out of nowhere, it's like they let us up. God let us up. Red and blues all over the place. I was like, yo, I told you there was a car out here. And she was driving. We were in a rental car, and the rental car was in my name.
Yes.
And you were driving.
So the guy asked for my license. I gave him the license.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him what the problem is. He says he needs to see the registration for the vehicle. I was like, well, it's a rental. I still need to see it. I show him the registration. Like,
no, he says something about the rental. Who's this rental agreement and name in? You were like, oh, my husband.
I didn't even say that. I'm still like, what's the problem? Like, what's going on? I basically am a entitled person during a police stop because I'm like, what is the problem?
I remember
like
it happened 30 seconds ago. I'm sitting there eating my pistachio nuts. I'm just
I was so
because
mad.
I'm like, I want to see how this gonna go because I know everything about me is good. Everything is good. I just want to see what this guy is pulling us over. So I'm not saying I'm just eating my pistachios like I'm watching a movie, right?
And I'm like, sir, what exactly is the problem? I'm still trying to understand why you're pulling us over. He really wanted to get your ID.
Yeah, the stop was about me. It was all about who is that guy. And what happened was he asked you who the name was on the rental, and he said my husband. And so well, I need to see his ID or something like that. I know you don't need to see him. I'm the passenger. And as long as the rental car is, not reported stolen, then on appearance, you're supposed to be driving it. It's supposed to be in your possession. So long story short, the guy asked me for my ID. I very quickly gave it to him because I'm like, I said, hey man, I don't want no problems. I don't even know where we at.
If you knew where we were at, would you have not given it to him?
I probably, yeah.
Because it was like 2:00 in the morning in the middle of Southern Illinois. Like
I know.
on a Friday night,
so
right?
So much could have happened to us. I didn't even want to think about it. So
and I was mad you gave him that ID.
Yeah, I didn't want no problems. Southern Illinois, 2:00 in the morning. Nah, not happening. So that was your first time getting stopped.
Well, yeah, after everything's all done and he's like, well, go ahead. We go ahead. And I'm like, why the heck would he pull us over? And you're just like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I didn't break any traffic laws. I pulled out. He's making some random thing up. He wants to see everybody's IDs and all the people. Like, what is the problem?
Like, you didn't even have to have an ID or anything. You could have 10 felony warrants. He didn't care anything about you. It was, hey, that dude sitting in the passenger seat, I want to talk to that brother. And that's what that was about. And that was her first time experiencing something like that. And
I won't say it's my first time experiencing
that's right. As an adult,
it was my first time having it explained to me as such. Prior to that, I'd been pulled over. I used to joke because every spring when I would drive home for spring break, I would get pulled over and I would get a speeding ticket and expired plates. every year for 4 years this happened. Like, I should know better. And I always assumed they were pulling me over because I had expired plates and a speeding ticket, right? Like it wasn't because I was black,
Yeah. Anyway,
right?
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen,
Right?
man. I think
Isn't
every
that
time
right?
I got pulled over for speeding, they gave me a ticket. I ain't getting no warning. Oh, well, a couple times in Milwaukee. Hey, Jones, slow down. Anyway, um, we were going to church one Sunday morning,
Don't tell this
and,
story. Don't tell this
I'm telling
story.
this story. I'm busting you out. So
We were
somebody
not
get pulled.
going to church. I just said we were going to
Yeah, yeah, you said. Yeah, I don't know where we were going, but it was like early in the morning, and somebody, Miss Leadfoot here, was doing like 30 over. For real, I was like, oh, I know you about to
church.
get it.
Everybody was going 30 over.
I was like, I know you. Inside of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, give her a ticket, yeah. I didn't want.
It's like you have an internal tally of tickets and you are winning in that competition.
So I was like, she's doing 30 over. She's getting a ticket this Sunday morning. This cop came up to her, ma'am, you're speeding. Oh,
I
I'm
was.
sorry,
Oh
officer.
my gosh.
Oh, slow down.
I
Okay,
didn't realize I was
you
speeding
go
that
and be
bad.
safe now. I'm like,
No,
yo, dude.
that is not what he said. He goes, "Where are you headed?" And I was like, "Church." I think we were going to get food, but he was so nice.
It's like an Asian
Yes, thank you, sir.
officer too.
There was
He
that one
probably
time I grabbed the police officer through the window and told him he shouldn't write me a ticket.
and that was the Asian officer. He probably saw your name, was like, oh, she from over there or something. So I don't know what it was, but I was mad because I was like, man,
Okay,
I do 2 over, I get a ticket. You doing 30 over, and they're like,
okay.
slow down.
Okay, well, so do you think that that is because of, you just said, yeah. Do you think that's because of gender? Do you think it's because of shade? Do you think it's because of my African name on my
I think that
ID?
one was
Like,
your African name on your ID,
really?
and that was like a guy not from the states giving a lady not from the states a break. There's that camaraderie of being foreigners together or something y'all had. I don't know what it was.
Maybe they looked at you and thought you were African and they were like, huh, the two of them. You think that's it? No? He says he already ran your plates, but pulling you over just like to check the driver of a rental vehicle out. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't check me out.
Well, so this all kind of comes to this same point, which is our experiences as Blacks in America are very different. And I think it's always a challenge when people say Blacks, like Black people, like we're just one monolithic thing. Because,
I wish we were.
well, you wish we were united, but not monolithic. We like the diversity of all of our experiences. I do.
Oh yeah,
I think the diversity of experience is what allows us
yeah.
to share kind of a broader wealth of knowledge and a more global understanding. Like I like that variety. I like that.
Yeah.
You wish for unity.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I right? Black unity.
Yes. Absolutely. I think we spend enough time, tearing each other down.
I agree. I agree. Nee says that they're from New Orleans, love the channel, was in Elmina in August, and purchasing land. Ooh, nice. And my shirt's hilarious.
That's funny.
Thank you for the super chat there. My name is
Yeah.
not Brony.
You're so funny.
And
New
Darlene
Orleans.
says, yep, she wants that shirt.
Why you teasing me being from New Orleans? Hey, Nee, did you have like traditional like Louisiana style
Do not talk to him about food.
Thanksgiving dinner? Like, did you have turkey roll?
Nee, don't reply because he'll just. Do you
I
see
haven't
the
had turkey roll.
sadness?
I haven't had turkey roll in like 3 years, man. I am missing some turkey roll and some rice dressing.
Someone in the South freeze a turkey roll from my friend here
Hey, I'm just wondering, anybody from Louisiana coming
to bring you a turkey roll?
No, bring me some boudin and cracklings. For real,
Oh,
y'all. I'm
Lord.
serious.
Oh wow, you are serious too. That's what's
Boudin and
funny.
cracklings.
That's funny. Yep. Just a reminder: if you are here, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah.
We've got someone here who's a first timer.
First time.
Welcome.
What's her name? 40 plus.
I like your name.
Well, thank you for joining us, 40 plus plus.
Love. Kakua wants to know if about living in Ghana, how you handle U.S. taxes. Do you still file as an expat or file as if you are still in the U.S.?
Still in the
Yes.
U.S.
If you hold citizenship in the United States, you have to file taxes, even if you don't live full time in the United States. Uncle Sam still wants his.
He wants his money. He like, family, you can travel. Just bring my money.
Yes. Now, if you can show that you've paid taxes in another country, there is a tax form that you can fill out to get a break on your US taxes. It's not a very significant one, and there is a limit to it, but you can do that. So yes, you do continue to file your taxes, and Uncle Sam gonna get his.
He still wants his money.
He still wants his money. Tony, Yolanda wants to know if you are able to accommodate someone with small dogs. I see it plural there at your lodge.
I think just my side pros.
Tony's frozen right now. Email him at hello@xfatlife.com.
Yeah, I have to run that through Miss Pat, how she feels about that one. Oh,
yeah.
Small dogs at the lodge.
There might be a cleaning fee. Do they shed? Are they sheddy dogs?
How small?
Darlene says.
Hello at Expert Life Ghana.
Darlene says that they'll be here next week and they want to find their way to the lodge.
Okay.
And Antonio's wishing us best wishes this holiday season.
Hey, Antonio. Good night, sir.
Thank you. Dom says when he was first looking to visit Ghana, we were one of the first channels that he found, and he liked that we focused on life and weren't just focused on events and parties. So it was much needed content. We found the same thing. That was the struggle that we had. And that's kind of part of why we were doing these, because it was like, well, if somebody else learns from
gotta keep it real
how we did it,
and that's what was missing was, okay, I'm coming in, what do I need to know?
Yeah. And there's another part of it. Do you know what everybody who interviews us says? And I always think it's funny because I almost am like waiting for them to say it, is like, you guys are just like you are on YouTube. Yep.
When keeping it real goes right.
This is pretty much us all the time. Lena says, wonderful.
Oh, God, it's 3:15.
Kamalita says that growing up, she was made to think that if you were lighter, you were mixed. So it was very eye-opening to know that you have ties to Burkina. But yes, the diversity of everywhere.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure. We've got some folks in from South Carolina. Let us know that we're awesome.
Greetings. South Carolina, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Sean Irby. Sean, hey, you're back, man. Friday, listen to James. Hey, man, we showed payback. We was, man. Oh, we had a good time. You know what? I don't think I hung out like that since you've been, man. You need to come back so we hang out some more, man. We had a good time.
Brooklyn in the house. What's up?
Brooklyn in the house. Hey.
Virginia representing it.
That's last week. You didn't say nothing to us. I see how it is. You don't come through. Don't holler at your family or nothing.
Can't wait to get back. 3:15 in Cali, so I'm at work usually, but today's a holiday. Glad you're back relaxing with us.
Yeah.
And how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you for
asking.
Doing
well? I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Yes.
Taxes, 183 days outside of the U.S., and then you do not have a tax liability, although you still have to file.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have to file. You're never gonna get out of filing. When's the next meetup?
We're gonna have a like an informal pop-up event in December. Just something real informal. Just, hey y'all, we here. Something just December's
so busy.
Yeah.
December is just so busy. There's so much happening.
A lot happening.
Well, we know that it's definitely part of our mission is to make sure that we get together with other people in the diaspora. So if you are out there, make sure that you join our closed Facebook group. We do a lot of chatting and answering each other's questions and helping each other out. And that's also where we post where our in-person pop-ups and live events will be. So definitely do that if you have the chance.
Yep.
Join the conversation. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
Alrighty, so let's get into. We kind of talked about who we are,
Yeah. So
and let that we
refresh.
keep it real.
And people who've been hanging out with us for 3 years, they know who we are.
Yes.
And if you've been in Ghana and you hung out with us at least one time, y'all like, oh, that's who they are.
And I think
That woman married to that crazy dude.
Part of that is to make sure that we keep you guys up to date with some new news.
Great news. I hate the fact that they keep you on pins and needles. Oh, are they gonna do it or they're not gonna do it? It's like, yo, man, y'all can announce this in October.
And they should, because then people there are people who've sent their passport expedited trying to get the visa back in time, and now it's like they didn't even need to.
Yeah. So, if you're coming in from the 1st of December through January 15th, you can do visa on arrival here in Ghana.
Yes.
Um,
Just a note though, when you do visa on arrival, they typically only give you 30 days instead of 60 days, which you would get if you sent it in while you were abroad to the consulate. So if you do visa on arrival, 30 days is all you get. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
And it really does irk me that they don't do this sooner.
They were waiting so long.
It's like 5 days before that they're going to announce it.
Yeah, and here's the thing, because I know I have somebody's ear. If you do this earlier, more people will come in because they're like, oh, we don't need to. We can just get there.
Yeah.
More people will come. I promise you.
And you'll still make your money. Aren't they still making the money whether the visa's at the
here or there?
Airport or, I mean, I don't know. I guess, but. If you are planning to travel here December to January 15th, December 1st through January 15th, you can visa on arrival. So don't drop your passport in the mail tomorrow. That's part of your
errands. If you're coming for holiday,
stick it in your pocket.
Just come.
Just come. And if you haven't decided yet,
come now. Hey, not great reason to come now. You don't need to send out for the visa. You get it here.
So what are you going to do while you're here in December?
Me? I'm finding a party somewhere.
Where could that possibly be?
Oh, Afro Future. Afro Future.
Yeah.
I'm going to Afro Future this year. I want to see Davido and Black Sharif. To my faves here. Especially, hometown boy Black Sharif and Davido from Nigeria. Who's I think is from the UK. I'm just getting up with his music, and I'm a fan. So looking forward to Afro Future hanging out. We got some people at the lodge who have inquired about tickets and things like that already. So look like there's gonna be another party time at the lodge for this holiday.
Not that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a great thing. So Afro Future, December 28th and 29th here in Accra.
Yes, and for those of you who are not down with the concerts but still want to get into some stuff, guess what? It's coming up. Second Saturday of the month is when we see the Caramel Corner. Is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel. They say caramel.
Caramel.
They say the Caramel Corner.
Caramel Corner Market. It is at the W.B. Du Bois Center in Candamans. It's a great one this time because it's the holiday one is actually two markets.
Two markets in one.
Yes. So you can get a whole bunch of things going on with that. So definitely check that out. What are some of the draws? Like, what do you think are a couple of the things that you really love, Tony?
Something that I really love. Let's see. The Kojo Atoll sauce that's there. My man, Mr. Darryl with the Kojo Atoll sauce.
Do you know what I think is so funny is like the first time you took me there, I was like, Tony want me to go to these markets, and you sped past all of the little sellers, and I was like, well, we're just kind of moving kind of fast here. Right back to the food. There's such a good variety of food. There was a taco, like when I tell you authentic, Hispanic people are actually there making authentic.
Yeah, somebody, Abuela, was there.
Real.
Flipping fajitas and stuff.
And they were so good.
Really, yeah.
And then you stopped at the
Kojo Atto,
He's making like a Jamaican fusion, or like
a
is it
Caribbean fusion. I don't
Caribbean?
know. It's delicious. It's
It
delicious.
is. It's like a Caribbean take on local foods almost.
Hmm.
It's so good. There's the natural juice lady who's got the natural juices. There's bakeries. They have cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay, cheesecake. I
Now
found
you see,
bagels
now
there.
you see, she talking about men of food. She ain't, yeah. They have people selling fabric, people
Purses,
selling,
beautiful purses.
yeah, all kinds
I
of
really do.
beads, necklaces,
Everything, carvings, yes.
bracelets,
So,
the carvings, paintings.
but what I really like is that it's a mix of folks that are locals, people who are in the diaspora, people who are repatriating. Like it's just,
Yeah,
it's not one thing. It's everybody together.
they have, yeah, like you're saying, the diversity of the sellers is what I love because
Mhm.
it's not just when we go to the art center or the craft village, it's all local
Right.
craftspeople and artists. So we're going to these vendor markets like this. You get to see, outside of the local talent and
Right.
the people who are here and their take on crafts and things. And you're like, oh, this is very different. So
Yeah.
I'd like that. I like everybody is coming together.
And there's some people there who are on serious missions. I got to meet that one young lady who has dolls and books that she creates with a partnership through a youth program. So the money that goes into
Right.
her shop kind of supports a whole mission, which I think is so fabulous. I love that so much. So definitely, if you can, make it there to the Caramel Corner Market. The holiday market is the second Saturday in December. If you will be in town, definitely check it out.
I will be there.
There you go.
I'll be there. I'll be there in the morning from like 10 to 11, just for an hour, just when like
All the more reason.
to get my food and then I'm out.
You didn't just say it out loud, though, did you? Did you just say it
Well, I
out
can't. Well, I don't need to buy any more like more fabric or artwork or anything. I just
Yolanda says it's two small chihuahuas, short hair, house trained, and she picks up behind her pups.
oh yeah,
Is
Miss
there?
Yolanda. Let me tell you, sweetie, we don't have dogs for a reason.
Oh, she's wanting to bring him some.
No, I'm saying we don't because I don't. Hey,
You don't do any of those things.
no, man. I have fish, and I killed my fish. I feel so.
Don't talk about the fish. It's a bad story. Listen, they want to know if there's an American football crowd. You went to a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, there's the problem with American football is, man, you
It's
got
so
to
late.
1 o'clock in the morning there's for a game.
It's just so late. And the games that you can get because it's not too late are like the bad teams. You're looking at the first games of the day.
Yeah, so the Super Bowl parties they have here. Oh wow, man!
You were trying to get me to go. I was like, I'll be.
And then I didn't. I'm like, I ain't going.
You fell asleep,
You see that? They have
and that's the reason. Karen says,
Karen
"Hey,
from
from
Flint.
Flint."
All right,
Nathaniel said he saw that.
saw that. What happened?
I
What
don't
you
know.
see, man? Hey,
Valerie from North Carolina. Hey,
holla,
tried to
holla.
come to Ghana in September, ended up in Kenya. Hope to still come to Ghana someday. I hope you do make
Yeah, I
it, but I
know.
bet
That's
Kenya was cool. Yeah, no kissing on air. Did
Oh,
they see us
that,
kissing?
I guess so. That's funny. That's funny. It was in that little box, I think.
Not supposed to. No kissing on air, Tony. You guys are great. Like
don't know
Kenya,
why,
no visa between African citizens will be better. They're working on that though, and I think that's a great initiative if they can kind of
Oh
make more
yeah.
headways into this one continent idea where
Mhm.
if you're
You
on the
just move
continent,
around.
yes, you should be able
That'd
to
be
move
cool.
around.
Just like moving around domestically.
Yeah,
Hey, one Africa.
intercontinentally.
Hey, one Africa. What?
I
Then
don't.
everybody want to be here.
Yeah, I don't understand why they can't have visa on arrivals all year, like
Yeah.
Tanzania and other
Wouldn't
countries.
that be so great?
Dom says did a multi-entry. Honestly, I would recommend that to like
Mhm.
anybody.
Yeah.
It's not too much more expensive, and it lasts for 3 years. And you're gonna come, and then you're gonna want to come again, and you're gonna have to do the whole visa thing again. So don't bother. Just pay the few extra dollars, get the multiple entry visa. That way, you're good no matter what. Like Dom. Dom's a smart man.
Ah.
What about February 2024?
Hey, come. Why not? What's happening? February 24th. I'll be around.
Yep. Kevin says the same thing. What about after the holidays? He'll be
After
here in February.
holidays, after the holidays is great because it's like people are still looking for money. They're like, hey man, everybody gone. You still broke.
Yeah.
I want to go. Yeah. So I think the best time is like when people leave and then people are, hey man, I didn't do too well over the holidays. We got some specials. So I find specials after the holidays.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do an in-person event like on the other end.
On the other end of the holidays.
Yeah, because even Darlene is like January is so busy in December.
Yeah, January sounds good.
Definitely.
Only if you come, Miss Darlene.
Team was in Accra in July, got seriously ill, went to Luca. And we did a video on Luca. There's actually been quite a few people lately who've been asking about healthcare here.
Right,
and we did our Luca video. But I will say, since that Luca video, I have noticed that there are more options for Western type care locally. So we had to go to the hospital here for Leo.
My boy.
And we got to try out kind of one of the newer hospitals here in Tema local because we needed to be local and we weren't able to make it out to Luca. And I think medically things are coming along. You just need to know what options are available to you by name and location. So maybe that's part of just general research, right? You still like to go into Luca when you need.
Yes.
That's like your place.
Well, yeah.
We really like the team.
I like the people there. They're really cool. They got a great staff. They really do.
They really, really do. Darlene says, "Oh my gosh, cheesecake! You're in New York." Yes, although it's still like dairy's not a big.
You know who does have good cheesecake though?
Who?
Elisa.
You like the cheesecake there?
Yeah, I do.
Anyway, Dom says, "Is there a good place to find new Ghanaian music and artists? Any chop bars?"
Yeah, I know. Hey man, come hang out with me at Passions on Friday nights.
Yep.
I can't be at Passions on Friday nights because the states are still doing this dang old saving daylight.
Okay. So there's already 5 countries that have visa free for African folks. That's awesome. Do an event during AFCON.
I do.
Maybe.
All right, we'll have to roll that one.
I'll have to think about that one.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
So now we've got those December events out of the way.
Is there any more December events?
I mean, there's a lot of December events.
No,
but I think those are the big 2.
In.
Yeah, those are the 2 that we're going to hit up for sure. I'm going back to the market. I have to do my Christmas shopping.
Going to the market and then
I have to find the shoes.
That's at the other market.
Well, I might have to see if they're there. Maybe with the 2 mergers.
Oh, yeah.
I'll find somebody. Anyway, yes. So
I want a pair of shoes.
Yeah, me too. So we've got some other stuff here that we have coming up that is after December.
After December, we have a group tour event coming up. It is a Easter event.
Yeah.
It's an Easter event.
Those of you on spring break, for sure, are going to want to get in on that one. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to be here.
If you're going to be here, that's going to be the thing. Yes, yes. Okay, so I actually have a video. I should add that. Show it. Are you ready?
Bear with us.
Okay, here we go. That is that is a really good hit list of places to go.
Yep, and that is all available in one tour.
Yeah, for those of you who are planning a trip, you should definitely do it with Tony. But if you don't do it with Tony, you should get that list because that was a good list of places to go.
Yeah.
That's a nice tour.
Yeah.
It's one of your new ones you just put together.
Yeah, it's that's our group tour, and it's one of the special. The prices are special. Everything about that tour is special. If you don't take that tour at that time, you won't get that price.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
So if you know somebody wants to come to Ghana in the spring, tell them about that group special. And the price on it is awesome. It's a 7-night, 8-day tour. And for the price, I think it's like the price of one of our 5-day tours.
Yeah.
So it's something you may want to, if you can't take advantage of it, tell somebody. And well, I'll be your head tour guide on them. And Ayo has to make a couple.
I do. I have to work that.
Yeah, they come out and be like, "Hey, y'all."
My antisocial self. Well, I still love to point out that if you have any college age friends or relatives or teens and youth, I feel like coming to Africa when you are a young person just shifts your perspective of self and shifts your perspective of how you stand in your skin and in the place that you live. And I think it's just so meaningful. So if you can share this information with church groups or fraternities and sororities or whoever you can connect with, honestly.
All y'all people going where is it, Cancun, Mexico? Stop going to Cancun, Mexico.
You can still go to Cancun.
Nah.
After you do this trip. Well, anyway, I'm glad you put that out there. What's the website again, dear?
www.expatlifeghana.com.
Thank you. And the dates again are March 24th through April 2nd. 26th. What did I just say?
24.
Sorry.
That's right there too.
26th through April 2nd, 2024.
Yep.
We have some questions. I'm going to pop into questions here.
Questions. I like questions.
Yes. Gibson, what is it like to be privileged for the first time in your life now that you're richer than 99% of the... I have a problem with this question in two ways.
Yep.
The first one is, what makes you think we weren't privileged in America?
Yeah, we were kind of all right.
We were all right. Thank you very much.
And so Mr. Gibson or Miss Gibson, whoever you are, richer than 99% of the locals? I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Man, please. I came here and now I feel broke. It's like, I see some of these guys, I'm like, man, what do you do for a living? Because I want to be you when I grow up.
I mean, the people are going to buy things cash, tens of thousands, even paying rent. In Ghana, even though there's a law that says that places are not allowed to charge you rent for a year or 2 years up front, it is customary. So when you go to rent something here, and we rent here, when you go to rent, you have to pay 2 years, 1 or 2 years up front, cash.
Yeah, after we do that, we're kind of broke for like 6 months, man. We're like, yo, you got more of that Fufu left. It's like, yeah.
99% of the locals.
Yeah,
we're
man,
wealthier than 99% of the locals.
It's funny because, yeah, I see that one guy with a house and he has like 7 cars and all of them are white. It's like, dude, you got Range Rover, you got that E3, whatever it is, the E-Class, and then you got...
Okay, you can stop. Let's go.
150 and a Tundra. It's like, man.
But the difference here is like
that.
You could be in the States and your neighbor could have all of those things too. But the difference is in the States, it's probably financed until it's purchased. Here, that guy owns those 7 cars cash.
And that
in the house.
6-bedroom ensuite with 2-bedroom boys' quarter. Yeah.
And all the folks that he uses to maintain the property.
So yeah, we came here and can y'all send us some money? Y'all broke. No, it's like, yeah, we're not richer than 99% of the locals for sure. That's
offensive. And so short-sighted.
Yeah. Oh,
So
for sure.
for sure, short-sighted.
Next
Okay.
question.
Sorry about that. Next question. What do you do for fun? Every Friday night? No, I'm just kidding. Tony goes to
I
Pat's.
hang out, man. I hang out. Um. Let's see. A lot of people, like most of my friends here, are Ghanaians who lived in the States for a long time, like 20 years, and have come back. Um, from like George,
You don't
Charles,
have to list off.
everybody. Well, hey, I'm shouting out everybody, Jeff, everybody else. I ain't gonna miss nobody else.
Okay, sorry. There you go.
Echo.
Okay, stop.
Okay, but like I hang out with these people because they've been in the States for a long time and they come here and we kind of see things the same. So like I hang out with Ghanaians who never went to the States just as much as I do these other guys. But
Yeah.
the other guys, I kind of got a little more in common with them being from the States and that. So I hang out with my people, and I go to a Bree, hang out with my people there.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I told Queen Mother I'll go up there next week. So
Okay.
kind of got a loose schedule next week. But
We're working. The kids are going to school. What do we do for fun?
what do we do for fun? We go to A1 racing.
Yep. We go to the movies. We head out to the beach. We go swimming.
Shy Hills has Firefly ATV rides. I like going there. Let's see what else we do for fun. Oh, when it rains and it rains hard, I take the truck to Community 5 and I slam the Joker in 4-wheel drive, and people just like, what the heck is that fool doing? I slam in 4-wheel drive. I just slam mud all over the place. So
and the boys just in the back screaming, yucking it up.
yeah. So that's, I mean, what do I do for fun?
Do regular, normal stuff.
Yeah. Well, people are like, do we really do that? Yes, I do.
Yes, we really do.
Whenever it rains, you will see me at 55 by the Crimson Hotel where all those taxis are.
You shouldn't tell them because now they're gonna be like, "Who is this fool?"
I know, they're like, damn, now they know it's me. I ain't going.
They know it's you.
I found a new spot.
There you go. Devlin wants to know, why is Sydney no longer making content? Y'all stopped her? No, we didn't stop her. She's doing a lot of shorts these days.
Yeah, she's doing shorts these days.
And she's posting on Instagram and TikTok. Mm-hmm. That's kind of, I think she's a little younger than we are.
Yeah, she's doing some. She has a project or something going here in Ghana and across some place or with some people. She's a busy young person.
She's a 20-something. It's hard to keep track. But check out her shorts. She's still making content. Just check out the shorts. And for those of you who don't know what that is, Sydney is our daughter. She has a YouTube channel, Expat Life Sydney. You want to check that out.
That's my Sydney.
What area are you guys in? Sama.
Yep, all over. Well, she's just in one spot in Tampa, but I'm all over.
Darlene, next meetup. Darlene, I think we answered that one, right?
Yeah.
Next meetup, we got that one going. Olive, do you have help at home, yard work, or a laundry person?
Yeah.
The happiest part of my life.
Yeah.
Is that bad to say that? Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for our house person. We treat her very.
She's awesome
because we love her so much.
Like if they were like, "Yo, give up your house person or give us one of your kids," I'd be like, "Ooh, kid, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, one of you guys gotta go."
The other day, I was in the kitchen with her and I said, "I love you more than Tony," and she was like, "No," and I was like, "Yes, I do." Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't.
That's really messed up. Yeah, I was like, damn, I'm Tony.
I love her so much. Do you know the most magical part? Like for moms out there, I want you right now, and I'm speaking to you from the heart. I don't decide any meals in my house. Unless I have 2 cents I want to put in, meals just magically show up at dinner time, at meal time. They just show up on the table. They're completely cooked and everything gets cleaned afterwards. It's my favorite thing. Next to the magic of laundry being washed and appearing back in the cabinets without me having to. It's my favorite
that one
thing.
That's a nice magic trick she does. Like
so magical.
The hamper is full and
so
poof. It's empty and all the clothes are clean,
I know,
folded.
it's
Foggy.
amazing. I love it so much. Do you know what though? I think that just speaks to a different mentality and quality of life thing too. Like I remember when my dad used to come back when he moved here in 2000, right? So he would come back to visit us, and he would have this lifestyle he had become accustomed
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you. Let me tell you. He was like, Tony, I'm hungry.
And we were like, the
Oh,
kitchen,
okay.
the kitchen's just over there. You can.
Lunch meat in there or something you want to
There's
eat.
like bread on the counter. He was like, "Oh no, I'm hungry." Oh, oh.
It took me a while to get used to that one. I was like, oh man, hey, oh.
But you did. That's what's really funny was that like for like the whole rest of that week, you were up cooking records every single day.
I'm sure
Pop would wake up and be like, "I'm hungry."
Yeah.
That man can cook. He knows how to cook. He got you.
Yeah, Pop. If anybody, I would do it for him. Without
reservation, right? Yeah. But that is, I think, one of the best assets to life here is that you do get to shed, especially as a mom, right? You get to shed a lot of that mom work that magically appears on our plate more so than.
Please, I was doing the cooking.
So anyway,
I still do some cooking.
So anyway, yes, we do have all of those things. Olive, thanks for the question. The Grass Man, how can you talk about the U.S. when you are sitting in a country with worsening jihadist incursions? I think this was because of the video we did where we talked about America as a third world.
This where we go with them people, the jihadist incursions. See, I don't know where people get their information from. Ain't no jihadist incursions happening. Come on.
Actually, man. I looked at you and I was like, is this happening here? And you looked at me and you were like, no. And I was like, well, I should check because we would hate to present any information that was not accurate. Right, Tony?
Yeah.
So I did go and check it out, The Grass Man. I'm going to leave his comment up there because it doesn't plug it. I did check it out today on African News. And it says very plainly that Ghana has not yet reported any jihadist attacks inside of its territory. But in some of the neighboring areas, they have been having attacks, especially kind of to the north of us. And there has been collaboration with European financing to get
proper
backup, to get
equipment, defensive and
in that area,
offensive equipment.
Exactly. So I just want you to know we are not.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that madness, craziness. They heard I'm here, and they like,
but
don't go there. That one dude is there.
And I still find this so very ironic. Like the video that this comment was on the video where we talk about America and how its citizens are treated like third-class citizens despite being in a first world country. And when I read this, like the second part of my thought process was, it was like, you're worried about the jihadist incursions here.
Wild.
The mass shootings in America.
Exactly.
Blow my mind. And when I talk about it with people who are locals here and it comes up or I mention it, they look at me like it can't even fathom 600 mass shootings in a year with 4 or more people. I mean, just like it.
I still can't imagine. It don't even make sense, but that's daily life.
Yes. So I do believe we are in a position where we can't talk about the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it objectively. If you want to go check out that video to see some of the other opinions that we shared about being treated like third-class citizens while living in a first world country, that is the U.S., you should do that. But, Grassman, no jihadist incursion.
Yeah. Make fufu, not war.
I feel like there you go. There's your answer.
Make fufu, not war.
And then we had.
I like my new shirt.
I like the new shirt. Zorita says, "Is it safe there to vacation as a middle-aged woman?"
Absolutely, middle-aged women come here to vacation all the time, and they party. Woo! Once they realize, they get their hair braided for $60, hair included, they lose their mind. I'm telling you.
It's like how Stella got her groove back. I took a video the other day. I should post it up as one of our YouTube shorts. I was on a walk and I was walking and I thought, I know people that I'm friends with who would look down this path that I'm about to walk and be like, oh, H no.
I know the path you're talking about.
They'd be like, we're not walking down there. And I'd be like, no, come on, it's okay. No. Do you remember when you went walking with Pop?
That made me think about that. I was like, Pop, we're gonna walk down that way. He was like, yeah, why not? Then I saw some guys. I was like, yo, Pop, guys down there. Oh, so if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. And you walking down the street or this little alleyway, and they were leaning against the wall. It was like 3 or 4 guys. And I'm like, man, I can take like 2 of them. Just don't hit Pop because then we're going to have problems. And, we got about 10, 15 feet away from these guys and they perked up. Oh, evening, sir. Evening. I was like, what the heck is going on here? These thug-looking dudes just strapped to attention and I was like, whoa. So that was one of the times. That was my first.
That was your first
time,
here.
And I was like, yo, this is different, because ain't nowhere in the world I would walk down that street in the States. Not me. And that opened my eyes to, hey man, there's something here. It's something different here. And I was like, wow, I could do this.
And that man walked you all
and
over.
He walked me over. Wow, he walked
you
me.
saw everything with him. But,
he walked me.
But that's the thing too, is that like I think there's a little bit of that's part of kind of like that American programming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not like American baggage. The fact that you see 4 or 5 black guys hanging out, they're not doing anything. They're just down there.
They
just
like, oh, minding their business.
Ooh, danger. You have to come here so that it's like coming here helps you to lose that, right? Everybody's black. All the people hanging out everywhere are black. So there's no the baggage goes away.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
I started looking at people differently, and it's like, hey, I shouldn't look at you like you're ready to offend me. You're ready to do something to me.
Nope.
I love it too.
They might try to sell you some fufu.
Oh, no. That's cool. I'm good with that.
You're good. Nathaniel, I plan on shopping for purses at Kua Designs in Accra. Will I save any money or pay the city equivalent?
Wow. Kua is expensive. Hey, I love Kua. Don't get me wrong, bruh.
You got more money than we do.
Well, you got more money than we do because Kua is expensive. Yeah. Hey, man, you want some nice design purses or whatever? Hey, I have a place I can take you, and I'm going to tell you they are very stylish and very, very easy on the pocket.
It won't be a Kua.
No, it won't be a Kua. And that's like a whole experience going there.
It is. I wouldn't know. I don't know. But
I've been there a couple times.
What? You at least take some video and show me.
Oh, they're on the internet. Anyway, but we do the shopping tour. That was part of it. And man, hey, cool. I'm Nathaniel. Just so you know, holler at me when we're gonna be together anyway. So don't worry, I got your back, man. I got your back. Don't worry, I got you. But if you want to go there, don't worry.
Javon says in Ghana we do not have that inner city gang mentality.
No, I know. I love it, man. Because like my first time going to like Community 8, I was like, yo, I can't come here by myself. Then I went to like Community 9, I was like, and they was like, they're the roughest, toughest dudes. They grew up between the morgue and the cemetery. I was like, I'm hanging out over here. I'm like, hey, y'all ain't no thugs.
Do you know what? That was
so funny. Regular old people.
Do you remember? I think it was your first trip, right? Mm-hmm. We went to go exchange money in Community 1.
Oh, that was an experience.
And they took us down that alleyway into the little room.
I just knew we would get mugged, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I like they know we coming down here for money. They're gonna get us going in or coming out because we got money. We're going to do a money exchange.
You were literally so like.
Oh, I was very rigid. I was very. Y'all, hey, you gonna catch one today. You coming this way. Ooh. That was crazy.
Anyway, that was
And we
funny.
went in there, came out.
You like,
I'm like,
go to
hey,
Uganda?
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Some people say Ghana people look like just like us, or
Yeah,
we look like them. Yes.
yeah. When I go to Tamale, I see like for sure relatives of my dad's family because man, oh wow, and they tell me I'm look like I could be from the north, so
Yeah.
I'm good with that. That's cool because I see the people. I know we all related.
Hi Taylor. Got a special
Hey,
message here.
family, can't wait to get my hair done. You want to get your hair done? You got to get your hair did here. So yeah, hey, come on, to anytime.
Anytime. Burdell says, are we
Go
going to
ahead.
go visit other African countries?
Yes.
He wants to get some going. We
Yes,
have to
I
get that
do.
doing.
Yeah, I think I got I have a trip planned for this summer, and after that, we're gonna start moving around here.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Motherland says, do you grow any vegetables in your yard? I used to have the best garden at our old house. Potatoes,
Yeah.
corn,
Watermelon.
we were growing watermelon. I had even started to try to get cucumbers. We had
spring onions,
spinach,
yeah.
spring onions. Oh my, I can't even.
Yeah. But this
then we
this
moved.
house we got a bad
Man,
soil.
the soil is so bad. Every time I try to grow something,
Yeah.
it dies. So I miss my vegetables. Thank you for asking. The Eastern region, how far? Would you drive? I would just fly to Tamale, right? The Tamale
No,
airport?
Tamale isn't Eastern region
Or no?
is
Oh, you're right.
yeah, Eastern region
Oh
is
no, it's
Cape
not far.
Coast. No, that's Cape Coast area.
You can fly to the Takoradi airport though.
Yeah.
If you're going that far and you want to go to Takoradi.
Somebody went to Zen Garden. Zen Garden, they like every day of the week they have different type bands and stuff there. So yeah, they're great.
Yeah. How's the Tema infrastructure compared to Accra?
I love Tema's infrastructure. It's easy to navigate around, which is the best thing for people like me. You have grids that you can.
This is an old sound, the old Tema, not in the new section. So this is Tema main.
Yeah. So yeah, 1 through 12 Tema is easy to navigate through.
Do you know what I always think is so crazy is that we will talk to people. We know some folks who live in East Legon who will tell us about the water situation there.
Yeah, they get the water turned on once a week or something.
Twice a week is it? And I'm like, wait, what?
How do y'all do that?
Yeah. So I mean, it does really help to know it's not always just about being in the expat area or in the wealthy area. Like you really should know about the infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not get scammed choosing a house person?
Due diligence. Check their check up on them. Make sure, hey, this person on the up and up.
Yeah. Do you have any travel itineraries for people who need slow or low activity plans? They would love to plan a late next year for 70 or 80-year-old family members that prefer to have a laid back lifestyle.
Absolutely. We got the Tony Jones special.
He'll put it together for you.
Yeah, that's what I'll do with it. I'm like, yo, man, there's stairs down there. We ain't doing that. We're just gonna drive by. Yeah, we say we've seen it. I'll Photoshop you in it.
Oh. Dom says, do you ever go to Bliss?
Yes, we go there with the kids.
We took somebody's birthday wanted to go there. Was it Leo that went for his birthday? We just took a birthday trip there. One of the kids.
Yeah, somebody here was just there.
Where did he get the cash from? You might be legitimately richer. Does money from government corruption count?
Who are you talking about?
I don't. Here's the thing: is that because we're still American, right? Like I still have a mortgage, so I feel like I'm poorer than.
I know
99% of people who don't have debt. I still have student loans.
Wasn't that just a video?
Leo is adorable.
I know that's my boy. Yeah, I think we're being dishonest with you people. That is not Leo.
It doesn't even look like that anymore.
I don't even know who that little kid. I'm like, I remember that little kid. Did we have a little kid look like him?
6 months ago.
That was more than 6 months ago.
Maybe 9 months ago.
That was over a year ago.
No.
You know that was over a year ago. We've been here a year.
It's not a year. You're right.
Have we been here a year? We've been here a year?
We've been in this house for a year, yeah.
That don't even make sense. It seems like I'm just complaining to that dude about the water thing. Wow.
I guess we do have to redo those. You're right. Kay from Maryland.
Yeah, so yeah, y'all see Leo now. That dude got dreads.
Yes,
He
they
run
both do.
around with motorcycle gangs and stuff.
Yes, he is in a biker gang.
He really is. Like 50 little kids rolling down the bike.
Oh, that is totally him.
Okay, so what else?
We got some folks saying hello. What do
know?
you like the most about Ghana more than about Texas?
The people.
There you go. No carry concealed.
You don't need to carry concealed here.
Yeah, so I kind of like that. Not everybody
Mm-hmm.
has a gun. You mentioned a person who had 10 luxury cars. Eastern region is a bury. Tony, you go there all the time. The Eastern, yeah, Eastern region is a bury.
Oh, that's the central region. Hey man, it's like 16 regions. Just tell me the city. I know where these places are. Because I thought the Eastern Central. That was Central.
Anyway, somebody's asking if they can dig wells on property. Yep.
Yeah, I guess those boreholes. Right?
Yeah, you can drill your own borehole. And then a sister wants to move to West Africa, possibly Ghana. What are your suggestions on purchasing a house in the city or away in the country?
Well, purchasing a house.
It's going to be cheaper in the country.
But purchasing a house, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah. And you have to consider your citizenship. Yeah. But the other thing to think about is access to healthcare and access to American type amenities. So if you want American groceries and you want to be able to access shopping that is more Western like, then you're going to want to be closer to the city center. That's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whew. We did it, Tony.
We did it, y'all.
We got through everything.
And then some.
It's your last chance to ask a question because we're about to wrap this joker up.
Yeah, because it's like
I know. So
12:30. What's wrong with y'all?
Before we go, though, give a gentle reminder.
Yeah, the Easter tour, Expat Life Ghana Easter tour, March 26th through April 2nd. I'll be the head tour guide on that. 30 slots available for that. We're going to be kind of like bouncing all around. It's going to be a fun tour. It really is. And if you can make it, love to have you on it.
That would be great. Before you go, also, if you would hit that like button, just let the YouTuber steer know that you appreciate our content. And if you are interested in that tour, go ahead and head over to expatlifeghana.com and you can get information. Otherwise, I'm going to post that video that we shared a little earlier here on the channel tomorrow. I'll post that tomorrow. Because I'm going to bed as soon as this is over.
Y'all just don't know.
It's 12:30 in the morning. I'm so tired. Yes, so definitely do that. Check out that information. And hopefully we'll be seeing you here soon.
Yeah. Come. We're not waiting on. What is that?
I'm waiting for you to wrap.
Oh, we got to wrap this up. Get out of here, y'all. So with that, her name is not Obroni. Make fufu, not war. Or in my case, just hand me some Bangkok tilapia. I'm good. And with that, Miss Not Obroni.
Yeah.
Charlie out for now.
Over here hitting this stuff like trying to stay awake. It's a really long night.
It is. And you know what's worse is that I know I had to go to sleep and wake up in a couple hours.
You have a tour in right now.
Yeah, I gotta wait up a couple hours to make breakfast for people. So this is like, oh.
But you like them, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, I do. We got a nice group in right now, but man, it's like I don't
You're
like
ready
these
for
Fridays.
sleep. Okay, so then that's it. We're going. We have to go to bed now. We'll see you next time.